Hello.
Hi.
And welcome to All About the Bass. That was called the, I don't know what the hell key this is in blues. And yeah, I'm Nathan.
And I'm Lee. Nice to see you.
Yeah, very nice to see you again. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Lee.
Nathan.
What are we doing today?
So, we have some new arrivals for us. Not necessarily new additions for Fender. This one is pretty staple, one of the American Vintage series. So this is the 63 American Vintage P-Bass. And you've got a limited run Japanese FSR Classic 60s Walnut Jazz Bass.
It's very brown.
It's very, yeah, it's a lot of walnut.
It's the brownest bass I've ever seen. Yeah. But it isn't walnut, is it?
It's not walnut, just the colour. It's ash and maple combination and rosewood board. But yeah, I thought we'd just have a quick rundown.
Oh, it's at least two. I'll do it. Jeez, I love when we were playing there. Did you notice it was like the old coin?
It was like
fountain. It was all kicking off.
Kicking off. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
right, so this is now this appeals to me very much. I love the look of this.
It's lovely.
So this is proper old sort of vintage replica.
Indeed. So this
territory, isn't it?
Yeah, this is modelled on the 63 P-Bass, which is the first bass they used rosewood as a fingerboard.
1963, okay.
1963, so more maple before that.
And yet, of course, in those days, they weren't using mother of pearl.
That's right, clay.
Yeah.
Actual clay inlays, yeah, so clay dots on this.
I like that too, that's very, I like that, the look of it.
Yeah, so it's all, I mean, even down to you've got the ashtray bridge cover, and the pickup cover as well, which will...
Well, the play inhibitors, as I like to refer to them as we saw on the Rickenback as we looked at.
Yeah. These ones might be a little bit easier to play with, but actually we'll show you that as well. So how easy to, and what you do get under here, because there is a mute under the bridge.
Oh.
So the sound you'll hear in there is slightly dampened, but hopefully we'll hear a significant difference when you take that off.
Okay.
But otherwise than that, it's still the one pickup. Sort of designed for the P-Bass. You've got the thumb rest, but I think it's the thing we were trying to work out.
Well, we were.
I think
it's to get some purchase.
Here, to play with your thumb, possibly. I used to have one on an old 70s Jazz that I had, but it was up the top.
That would make more sense if you're going to play like that.
Yeah, but
maybe that was the style of the day, is to get a bit of purchase and just use your thumb.
Yeah, and play Jameson style, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Okay. And the finish, what's that? Is that
Finish.
oldie styley finish?
it is indeed. So this is a faded sonic blue finish with the mint green pick guard, and the actual finishing, the actual gloss to it. This is a nitrocellulose lacquer. Right. So you don't find normally it's polyurethane at the moment, which this has. Which came around a little bit later, you guys probably will know, but this is what was used originally, so nitro finish.
So this is very faithful then, very faithful to a
Yes.
1963 P-Bass.
Yes, absolutely, and you've got a couple little features like the vintage style tuners, the extra sort of strap button here, if you would prefer to
Fantastic. Yeah.
hang
You
it
could
from
have a
the,
real proper old long.
to the headstock instead of going to the horn. So yeah, you've got that.
That wouldn't
option.
give you any tuning problems at all, would it? Sort of halfway
No.
through. So, well, look, we talked about all this nonsense, sort of chromery. Shall we
Should we
get
do
rid of it?
Yeah, and get the screwdriver.
Yeah.
This may be fast forwarded for your viewing pleasure, but let's give it a go. Wicked, we're there.
Now then, so the first thing to look at is... Oh, hello.
Yes.
Look at that.
So yeah, this is your mute that's found underneath the ashtray cover on the bridge.
It's the first incarnation of mobile phone.
Yeah, mobile phone.
There you go.
Thanks, man.
So I throw that away.
Lovely. And we have the pickup cover as well. So we'll take that off. There's no mute under that. That's just to protect the pickups here. Oh, look, this is so brand new. I'm going to take the plastic off while we do this. Woo. There we go. So we are now.
So now
back to more
it's
of
a lot more playable.
Yeah,
Imagine.
That's it. And yeah, so normally, straight away, just getting your thumb on the pickup. For me, anyway, personally, it just feels a lot more comfortable straight away.
Cool.
So so should we take them through what it sounds like? Obviously, it's a P-bass. So
it ain't going to take long.
There's not much to explore.
But let's do it anyway.
But let's do it. Tones on.
We got one pickup. I'm going to turn the tone off.
Okay, cool.
Because, I need somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Tone on, tone off.
Nice.
Tone off, tone off. Right.
Backside.
Do you want to
Cool.
give us some different styles, man? You could give it all... it just doesn't matter. Go on.
Different stars. Yeah.
Hit me.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a P-bass.
Sounds like a P-bass.
So I guess these are vintagey style pickups.
That's it. So yeah, so just sort of tweak to get that most sort of original sound as possible. So yeah, I think they've done really well. And so this is the first one we've had in.
Yeah.
This should just turn up. So we've tried to expand our American vintage range that we're keeping across the board. So with the guitars, customers will find the Strats back in stock as well now. So we've got like a 56 Strat and some the 64, 65s. So we're just expanding across the board, and this was the first bass to come through. There are some American vintage jazz basses as well, which we're looking to bring in as well. But this is the first one turn up. So
How does it play? Is it nice?
it's nice, and so I'm very used to a jazz bass neck. So it's a little bit chunkier compared to a jazz, but that's as standard. But no, I really like it. Really like it. It is comfy. A lot more comfy now. We've got those pickup covers off.
I'm sure, yeah. And a very pretty colour. I like that.
Very pretty colour.
Apparently, the guitar companies are going to have to phase out rosewood. Is that right?
So there's a lot more restrictions to rosewood now, where with the CITES regulations that have come in.
It's because it's just very rare now. Is that the idea?
Yeah, it's been really overused in the furniture industry. But unfortunately, it's had an effect on the guitar industry. So everything's restricted, rosewood and bubinga. But Fender are making some changes through their range. So you'll see the standard Mexican range now with Pal Ferro. I can never say that.
I love him.
Ferro.
He's great. He's my favourite percussion player.
So you'll see those on all the Mexican standard range. It would all be changed over from rosewood to take up some of that these changes. The elite range, I believe, are going to go to ebony. The Pros, we're not too sure. I think it may be saying rosewood. These though, the American Vintage series, they're going to try and keep vintage correct, I believe. So they will use as much rosewood as they can still for these particular models.
Okay.
Just to keep it, say, vintage correct.
Fair dues. Fair dues.
So yeah, there we are.
All right then. Shall we have a look at this one?
Yes, let's have a look. So this is so the limited run Japanese FSR classic 60s. So it's styled on the 60s jazz bass with the old style Fender writing. You've got the old sort of trademark electric bass. I like all these little things that you find on the
details.
The originals. That's it. But I'm not too sure if this was actually a model in the 60s. I'm not too sure, but you guys let us know if that's the case. But I believe it's just a limited run in a certain style. So gives you a little bit of a tonal difference to a standard jazz bass with the alder maple combination. Ash does a little bit punchier, especially for slap. I think that's where it really comes into play. I think ash is quite a nice punchy wood for that sort of style.
Oh, okay.
And obviously the walnut finish. And other than that, you're looking at the standard jazz bass setup: 1 tone, 2 volume. Obviously got the bridge single coil pickup compared to the P bass with just the one here. Thinner neck, so it's a little bit more accessible, especially down the bottom end. But yeah, there we go. That is pretty much where we are with it. And it just looking like just $999, so just under £1,000. I should tell you actually with this one as well. It's just over £1,800. This one for American made, American vintage P bass, but this just under 1,000.
Okay, should we have a listen to it?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. Start off on the back end.
Cool.
Back pickup, tone off.
Nice.
Oh, ah. So there.
Love it.
Sounds very much like a jazz bass.
Yeah.
But a nice jazz bass.
A nice one at that. Yeah, and so you should get touch more punch. Touch more punch, is that how you say? But yeah, but from the ash body instead of alder. But say on that, if you love the styling, I quite like it's a very, with the matching headstock as well, it's a very striking looking bass.
So this is a one finish deal, I guess. You ain't going to get this in lots of different finishes.
No, unfortunately not. It's just that one. So they tend to do with the FSR, the Fender Special Run products. It's just like this. This is
FSR Fender Special Run.
Special Run. There we go.
See, I should listen more, shouldn't I? So is that the only finish this is coming in?
No, they do a few different finishes. They do Olympic White. There's a Frost Red, I believe, and we've got 3 colour sunburst as well. So that they do change the pick guard with. I know the 3-tone burst. You come with a black pick guard. Right. So it depending on what colour you could sort of slightly change up, but.
Check the website out.
Check them out. Yeah, it's all online. Yeah. But yeah, the mint green. I like that. You don't see that too much in especially in our bass selections. It's nice to have that something a little bit different sticking out on the wall.
Yeah, very nice. Okay,
perfect. But coming down, they're all in store now. Well, both of them, and these two are in store now,
and many others besides.
Absolutely. And we do. I mean, with the FSR gear as well, we keep electric guitars, we keep amps where the Fender do these special runs. But just keep an eye out because there's plenty always coming through. This is just the latest bass offering. So get down if you fancy one because they won't stick around very long. So
you heard it here first.
Absolutely.
That looks very nice. That bass. Can I have a go? Maybe you have a go with this one.
Yes, mate.
And then we'll call it a day. And
Love it.
All right, well,
Right.
listen, thanks for watching. This has been all about the bass. And I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, click subscribe down there. If you haven't, don't watch it again.
Yeah.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Lee.
See you next time.
See you soon.